All right, guys, Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 video. And today we've got a lot of stuff to talk about regarding the future of the Battlefield franchise. So we actually got a brand new article from the general manager at DICE, Rebecca Kutes, and she talked about everything from the future of the franchise to the failures to how they plan on doubling down on Battlefield 2042 to ensure that this is a game that the fans want to play. With Battlefield 2042 kind of being a colossal failure in terms of the launch of the game to it finally improving a little bit with the launch of season 1, we finally have some details on why that actually happened and what went wrong in the development. And we're also going to discuss generally whether or not Battlefield 2042 is going to release future seasons after the 4 that we paid for with the Ultimate Edition. Hey, what's up everyone? Wes here. Welcome back to the channel. And to get started, we're going to go ahead and talk about this article from Rebecca Kutes, the current general manager at DICE. In the brand new article written by Rebecca, she actually said, "I joined DICE at a rough time. We had just shipped Battlefield 2042, which did not meet our players' expectations. We heard that loud and clear. What impressed me immediately though was the desire from our teams, despite being disappointed by what they were hearing, to focus on addressing the game's core issues as quickly as possible, as well as making the difficult decision to postpone season 1 until we got the game into a better spot." She then went on to say that we hope that decision has been validated based on the enjoyment we are hearing and seeing from our community playing 0 Hour. Long may that continue through the entire season 1. This starts our year 1 where we will deliver 4 seasons of new content alongside the ongoing evolution and improvement of the game that we spoke about on our development update last month. My passion for creating and sharing entertainment with others is really what led me into the games industry. All the teams that I've been a part of have delivered successful game experiences, have all had one thing in common: passion. And I have seen that in abundance across all of those working on Battlefield at DICE, EA, Ripple Effect, and our new studio in Seattle, and across all of Electronic Arts. DICE is at the heart of the future of the Battlefield franchise, one of the biggest franchises in gaming, and we are all in to unlock its enormous potential. It's such an exciting time for us in video games with new technology, new platforms, new business models, new player demographics, new ways of working, the metaverse. All right, time out. You had me for everything else except whenever they brought up the metaverse. Hopefully that is something that's super early and they're not as bullish on the metaverse as every other company is, but I'll save that for another topic. Now, she then went on to say that my focus for those that already work at DICE, as well as those that work here in the future, is to ensure that we match their aspirations when it comes to ambition, creativity, and innovation. Ultimately, I want to make sure our people are proud of what we create together for our players." So that's pretty much the key points in her article, but she actually went on a press tour talking to Eurogamer that we're going to talk about some of the topics right now. They were in that article. So shout out to Eurogamer. We're going to go ahead and talk about the key interview questions right now. So Eurogamer posed the question, rewinding back to kind of when you joined in December, what was the studio like when you joined it? Rebecca stated, "Everyone was disappointed. Our community, our players, and our team as well. It's a team that has invested years of their lives into this game, and for that game not to live up to any expectations from the team or from the players, that was tough. We are moving forward and we've done a lot of things since then." Eurogamer then asked, what were the key things that you needed to fix? Rebecca stated, "Well, the first thing, we had 4 leaders who left from the leadership team: the general manager, the head of content, the head of design, and the executive producer. So I got the opportunity to create a new leadership team around me to whom I govern the studio. It was some of the former leadership team members, but also some Battlefield veterans that could step up, like Lars Gustafsson, who is our creative director for the studio, great producers like Ryan MacArthur and Andreas Morel." She said, "The first thing I did was to create a leadership team together with me, with whom we govern the studio and just adapt. I would say Battlefield 2042 for live management because they had been organized to be able to ship a game for a launch. That's just the beginning of the journey, and we have to get organized to be able to manage live so that we can continue to fix the game's health and continue to create great content and quality content for our players." Now, here is the biggest part that I have to talk about, and this is a question posed by Eurogamer. They stated, "You've got a roadmap for what's coming ahead as well. How long is support planned for 2042? There was some speculation and the feeling that the team might have moved on already. Is that not the case?" To which Rebecca said, "We haven't announced anything coming up for the following season, so that will be at a later stage. But just know that the team here and the team at Ripple Effect are fully in on Battlefield 2042 2022. We owe that to our community that have followed us for 20 years. We owe that to our players, and we owe that to ourselves. I don't want to talk about revenge because that word is too strong, but you know we cannot let ourselves down. We cannot let our players down, so our focus is on Battlefield 2042. We've had a couple steps through the process. You know, we have delivered a couple of patches. Every patch was a win for us, and obviously season 1 is a big win for us. The quality is there, and now we are moving forward, but we are fully in on 2042. So we didn't get any news whether or not they're going to support the game after the 4 seasons. My guess is they're going to support this game up until the 4th season is out, and then they'll probably do another big update after that 4th season, and then from there all development focus will likely be on the next Battlefield game, which is set to be released sometime in 2024, but who knows, it might be delayed even more. Now you're probably asking yourself, why did I cover this on the channel today? It kind of gives you an overview of what the development was like with Battlefields. They lost practically all of their key staff members that were in leadership, and they had to build that team again in December, which is why the game was a complete cluster. This is why a middle level structure is so important for Battlefield and studios like this. Having a structure where somebody else can be elevated in the game studio to save it from another disaster like the 2042 project, it is so important to do that. Do I think DICE is in a good situation for the future? I do think they're in a solid spot. Whether or not they're going to come through with season 2 and season 3 is something that's still to be questioned. With Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 releasing in October, they've got little time to make up with Battlefield 2042 before the entire wave of a brand new Call of Duty game is going to come swinging down. It's a modern shooter and take away a lot of the players that are currently on 2042. As good as 2042 is right now and the map exposure is, the fact of the matter and the reality of the situation is DICE does not have much time left, and they've got to continue to deliver what they did with season 1 and bring the heat for season 2. And for that reason, I am excited. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on. Let me know what content you guys want to see on this channel. I'm thinking about posting more gaming news and just regular FPS news, so definitely sound off in the comment section. This has been Wes, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.